Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Francine's Fun with Flowers. Another day today. We're going to carry on from the workshop that Fred was doing yesterday. Fred showed you how to make the mechanics for this design, and so we're going to be making this Mother's Day special heart. So we're going to make a start. So welcome everybody. So yesterday, yes, Fred showed you how to make the mechanics, and it was having a little bit of fun, as Fred does, which is a bit of a worry, but anyway, we're going to make a start. So we got as far as this yesterday with Fred's mechanic, making our heart with our cardboard here and our layers of cardboard covered with some ribbon around the side here, and then gluing on the foam here. Good morning everyone, and gluing on the foam on this side. So now what we're going to do is carry on with this design. It takes a little while, so that's why I've had to break it up a little bit. So yesterday I said to you we're going to need another little bit of card that's going to be this shape, and it's going to sort of sit in here like this. Okay, so we need that little piece there. Good morning. So what we're going to do is now we're going to cover that with some of the, this is the washi paper. So it's a nice lace fibre paper, rice fibre in it, or you can use the size of fibre or some sort of pretty material that you've got at home, but I'm using papers. So then I've got my shape here, so I'm just going to glue delicately. I'm going to bring my camera down now so that you can see what I'm doing down here. Right, is that better? Can you all see what I'm up to? Give me the thumbs up, someone. Yeah, all good? Cool. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to just put some glue on here. Just make sure you go all the way around, and then pop it on there, and then we're going to glue this other piece over. Get this one over here and just glue that over. Hope you're all good today. I'm all dressed up because I've got to go out, so and guess what? Yes, I am a hairdresser by trade. That's what I did before I started doing flowers. So I gave myself a haircut in the bathroom last night. Trouble is I can't see as well as I used to, so thank goodness for hairspray. Right, so now I'm just going to cut around that shape. This bit doesn't have, make sure one side's really, really good. The other side, don't worry too much. So we've just got this little piece of card here that we've covered. Then what we're going to do is, I suggested that you download a label. So I downloaded this one off the internet. It was a free, go to free Mother's Day labels, download one, and then I did a box, and then I've coloured that into a nice pastel colour. So then all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go around here, and that is going to go onto there, but make sure that you make it smaller. We don't want it to, because we're going to be covering around the edges, so it's going to be going that way. So make sure that it's that side up, and we're going to put the label there, and a bit of glue like so. Stick your label on. Then get some of your washi paper and just tear it and ruche it, but instead of pinning it like I did in the workshop the other day, all you do is you're just going to go around just the edge of this. Just quickly stick it on. So it goes over the edge of what, so it doesn't look so rough, and it's going to blend in with the rest of the design. Nice edge on it. Just pull it so it's all feathery. I want it a bit feathery. Go all the way around. Hope you're all good today. It's going to be a good day today. I've got to go out this morning for a little while and do a few jobs, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to surprise someone with it, so I thought, well, I'll get it finished today. Right, keep working your way right around that part. Might make that one didn't shred it enough. Shred that a little bit. Shred it a little bit more. Make it quite fluffy, but we don't want to see those. See those straight edges there? We don't want to see that. So that's where you can just get a little bit and tear it, make it fluffy, and just pop a little bit of that in there. See, just soften it a little bit. You really just want it just to come through and just say Happy Mother's Day, or it could be Happy Birthday. But as it's Mother's Day this weekend, I'm doing a Mother's Day one. Come a bit further around here. it in like so. You may want to change the colour. I just quickly downloaded a label this morning to show you. So now we've got that done. Oh, isn't that just magic? Right, so now what we're going to do is turn it over. Now I wanted you to get some of the wide ribbon. So you just cut the ribbon, get a nice pair of sharp scissors. I'm going to cut the ribbon, and we're going to, is that long enough? It might be too long. Pop it in there, so just run a layer of hot glue along there. Just along that one edge, and we're going to pop the ribbon. Oops, a dozy. The ribbon on there, like that. Okay, so just stick the ribbon. Make sure you just leave a little bit of a flap for it, alright? So now once you've done that, just pop it to the side. I'll just put it over there out of the way. Now we're going to do the next part. So we're going to bring this here back. This is the one that Fred made with you yesterday. So if you didn't see that video, go back and have another look. Why is the label reading backwards? Oh, it's not to me. It's because this is done in reverse, the camera. So everything's backwards. Sorry. So then we go like this here. And what we're going to do is on the back of this, before we start, we're just going to make like a little loop. Little loop like that. Cut it. And hot glue it up onto here. And give it a lot of glue, because this has got a hole. And do another little bit of glue onto that piece. And then glue. And then I have a little stick here that I use, and I just tap it with the stick so I don't burn my fingers. Okay, and just take off the excess glue. So you've got like a little loop there, because I am going to hang this on a fence, so on someone's gate, so that they can see it, but then I don't have to make contact with them. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get some of the washi paper, and we're now going to cover this panel here. So I've got a few offcuts here. Again, just use up your scraps. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just get your washi paper here like this. Lay that on. Find where you put your stick so you don't burn your fingers. Goodness only knows. Here we go. Lay it on. And don't worry about these little edges, because we can just tuck them in onto the glue as well. Just tuck them in, don't cut them off, just tuck them in like so, and then get your glue gun and you can just glue a couple of little places just to keep it tucked in. Come right around the edge. Okay, because this is all going to be hidden, so you're not going to see this. Right, then come back over the top and just put a whole lot of glue just around the edge. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to again go around the edges, and we're going to make the ruffle. You might need to glue that down a bit better so it doesn't lift itself up. Stick it on where the glue is. It should hold now. Just shred your paper so it looks lacy. We want it to have that nice ruffled edge. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying the demonstrations. This was just a new design that I wanted to share with you. I thought it'd be a good one for Mother's Day, because we can always adapt to something. If we haven't got it, we can use something else. By having cardboard that we've got lying around, we can chop it up and make things out of it, which makes it sustainable and eco-friendly and all that sort of stuff. And I've used Coloured Oasis on here, but you know, I'm going to show you another option that I've done as well. I've made another one for you to see. Right, I'm just doing a couple of layers here, but more glue on that bit to stop it lifting. Bit of a ruffle on there. So as you can see, I'm just working my way all the way around. I like it when I ruche it, but I'll just do it straight for now. Just do a couple of layers, I think. Another one in through there like this. You can sort of see how I'm going with that at the moment. Might need a little bit down here. Just take it right down and under there so it looks nice and tidy, and then you can scrunch it and ruche it and muck around with it. Then I wanted you to do another label, just a plain box. So I'll just cut around this one. And this is kind of like a mixture of a card as well as a floral gift. Bit of glue on the back. Stick it in there. Like so. And again, just keep ruching around the edges with your paper. Bring it over the edge just so it softens it again. Around. And thank you for all the messages that are coming through. I just love seeing you work. You're still at it and I'm just loving it. It's just wonderful. Bring this here. A bit more. This is what you call power designing here. Thought if I have it already, it'll make it a bit easier for you to be able to see what I'm doing. So again, cover those edges and just sort of have enough area where you can write your message on there. Like that. How's that looking? Oh, hello to Scotland. Hope you're all well in Scotland and Ireland and England, and I've had people from Saudi Arabia and Chile and Canada and all over, so I just hope you're all well and you're all enjoying these little demos. So now I would do a little bit more ruffle here if I had the time, but I haven't got the time. So now I want you to bring this piece over that we made before, and this little flap here. What we're going to do is we're going to line this up and we're going to put some glue, fold that ribbon back on itself, oops, daisy, not yet, and then you just put a whole lot of glue on here. Line it up, make sure it's straight where you want it to go. Away from there a bit, and then just glue it down like so. And now you've got your little card, your little flip book. Probably could have got a little bit further over, but I won't try and move it now. You're going to have just little words on this one. So what I might do now is I'm just going to put a couple of bits more of this here just to soften that ribbon, so you don't look at that one big line of ribbon. Again, just soften it a little bit with a bit of paper. That's the beauty about this paper. It's so soft and light, it just folds over. Oh, you're just so nice what you people say to me. I think you all are wonderful too. Goodness me, some of the work. I just think, this is the best thing about floral art and designing. We're just such a different group of people, aren't we? We appreciate nature and what's around us. And so now I'm just going to get that with my little stick, just to make sure it's not going to stick onto this here. So now we've got our little card that can fold back. Maybe just a couple of pieces here because I want to see that sharp ribbon edge. Soften that a little bit down here. Now what I've got here, just before we start doing the flower part, is I've got some ribbons, just some little fine ribbons. What's that? Oh, good morning, Mary. I hope you're enjoying it. I do like to do pretty work too. Now we're going to get our ribbons and we're just going to do this with them. And we're just going to come right onto the edge of where this card is. And all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go a dollop of glue, lay my ribbon over, let the ribbon dry. Now I have got some pins just to really secure it if you're worried about it coming undone, and also adds a bit of decoration. Just put a pill-headed pin right through the card like that, so you've got a nice little pin, and you can do a little bow if you want to do a little bow in there. So that's a very messy bow, but you kind of get the drift. And then what I'm going to do is line it where it's going to stop, so it's going to stop here. So again, get another couple of ribbons. I made like one of those butterflies. Have you seen the butterflies with the rubber bands? They are so cool. YouTube it. And they look really, really neat. And I made one and I got too excited with it, and well, anyway, I broke it. So I didn't have time to make another one this morning. They are really cool. So my idea was to put a butterfly in here, so as you open this butterfly flutters out. And it's just made of paper and rubber bands. So have a look at that. You might want to do one for fun for kids. Right, so now I've got my things there. Then what I can do is I can tie my card together. I'll do another little knot just down on there just to secure that as well. Okay, and then what you do is you just bring your pieces together so. Now you've got your little card that's all nicely closed up on that side. So it looks like that. Can you all see that okay? Oh, good morning to Ireland. Well, it is evening to you over there. It's lovely to see you again today. So that's just showing the card side. So now what we've done is we've got our little hook on the back here. We've got our card made. So this has been just lightly soaked. Don't over soak it or you'll end up with a mess. So I'll just dampen it down again because it's got a little bit of water on here. It's already been damp. Got the moisture in, and then I thought, right, what have I got? Okay, so I did treat myself to do this because I wanted it as a special gift. I wish I could be as relaxed. I am just trying to be relaxed. The flowers for me make me relaxed, Elwyn. It's how I love it. So I've got these gorgeous chrysanthemums that I treated myself to at the supermarket the other day. And on one side you just completely put your flowers. Now if you haven't got chrysanthemums, I've got another couple of options there for you that I show, another design that I made to give you an option, because you know if you can't go out and get the flowers. So I've got all these gorgeous chrysanthemums here, and look at that colour. I thought it went well with the paper, so that's why I thought I would do this one. Put that round the edge and one on top. Edge. Just take them a little bit shorter so they sit right down onto the frame. Probably could do with a little bit more water, but I'll give it a good drink after I've done this. And you lay all your flowers. Isn't that colour harmony beautiful? Look at the green, it's just so fresh looking. Right, pop that in there. Then come around the edge. Right round. Now the idea with this though is you need to make it just the one variety at the moment. Just one variety. Otherwise it's because we want just that rest area. This is where we're getting that unity between this and this. I think it works well together. And if I could send one of these down to the South Island to my lovely mother-in-law, I would, for Mother's Day. So Kirsty, if you go and see Mum, Grandma, can you just say Auntie Francine said hello to her? I'm going to ring her anyway, but I'm going to go and take this round. I might put on my mum's fence. She lives here in Tauranga, so put that one in through there like so. Right down the end. A couple of little short ones to come right down the end to cover what I've got happening down here. Take that right down and through there. A little bit of ribbon to tangle down. What do you think so far? Do you like the look of this so far? You can open that back. So that looks quite pretty, I thought. That was my pretty moment. So I'll put that in the rubbish bin there. And then I went and I had a wander through the garden and I couldn't believe it. I've got this rose out. Now this is out of my garden. And I picked this 2 days ago. It was a rose I bought from, we've got a company in New Zealand called The Warehouse. And they have lots of roses and then when the season's right, and this was in the bargain bin, you know, had no name. I tell you, this is a doer, and it just, I can't believe it. We've had really bad weather up here, and it's still flowering. So what I'm going to do now is to bring the colour over from here. I picked the label with the flowers that I wanted to use. I'm going to just cut it a little bit shorter, and put that in there like so. I'm going to give it a bud. Take my eye down a little bit. I've also got here, now I talk a lot about scale and proportion, way too big. That's too big for this design, so don't you know, think about the size. You don't want to take away from your design. So I've just got a couple of little ones here of the little Fats headers. So I'm just going to pop them in. Put one in through there. And then I'm going to put another little one just down in through here. Just gently tuck it in amongst the leaves there, like so. And then I'm just going to have a little look and see what else here. I just want a couple more blooms because I don't want to waste them. So I've got another one here. So I just treated these with Quick Dip, the Floralife Quick Dip. All my foliages and flowers that I use, I treat with the Quick Dip. And people don't know what Quick Dip is. I will do a little demo on it because it is so worth having in your cupboard when you want to be able to pick from the garden. Oops, a dozy, but that little flower didn't appreciate that. I'll put another one in here. Take this little stem out. Pop one in there like this. Just that little placement in through there. I've got a few little berries. I thought I might pop in just a little bit of the seed heads off the Fats Hedera. That one in through there like that. I've got another little one here. Almost had to fight the bees for them this morning. Oof, but I did got a green bug in there. Oh, at least he goes. I might just pop another little bud through this way here. Just showing that little design there. So this here is really the design for today, and the whole idea is you should be able to hang it up on the fence. I'll lift it up so that you can see. You should be able to just go and hook it onto the fence. Because of where I'm going, I'm not allowed to go into the gate, but I want you to know that I'm thinking about her. So this is going to be for my mum for Mother's Day. So I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, you like my floral shirt? I know, it's pretty cool, eh? So I'm looking very ladylike today. So I hope you enjoyed that. So that's that one. But I did say I was going to give you another option. If you haven't got that, I've made this one here. This one here has been made with all camellia buds down one side, and then you've got your card in the middle as well. So if you haven't got chrysanthemums, you can just use cones, use any other medium that you've got in here, berries, anything like that. And then I've just got a couple of little special flowers that I've just put in the top here, and then I've taken the berries around the edge. So that's just to show you those options. So I hope you have a lovely Mother's Day, those that are all mums, and those that aren't but feel like they're mums to other people's children. Happy Mother's Day, everybody, and I'll see you again on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend, and take care of yourselves, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.